Finally, I'm so excited. Oh, it's you. Oh, we're talking to ghosts now. I love when actions have consequences. I need to make my pattern recognition brain everybody's problem. Somebody save my girl Phoebe. Baby, they think this is a whole musical. Hello, friends and gamers. So as you can see, we're in the reaction hot seat once again, because we have 2 years in the making a massive reaction recap content catch-up situation happening for Wuthering Waves. So let's give a little bit of backstory. I've been following Wuthering Waves since the beta times. Did I make it into a single version of the beta for Wuthering Waves? No, I didn't. But I've also been a long-time Punishing Gray-Raven player. That's the other game from Kuro Games. If you are not initiated, I've been playing Punishing Gray-Raven since it hit global back in, was it 2020 or 2021? I don't remember. But like, I have some experience with Kuro Games. So I really wanted to do beta for Wuthering Waves, did not get into any of the betas, played it a little bit at launch, but it just wouldn't run right on my PC. But it's been some time. There's a Steam version available now, which helps a lot. And just with everything in my schedule, I just didn't really have time to come back to Wuthering Waves until now. I'm also realizing I think there's some trailers missing from this playlist, so I'm gonna have to go find them. Anyways, okay, I went and found the 3 I was missing. If there's any more missing from this playlist, like in between, we're just gonna pretend they're not there. Okay. But as I was saying, I did not have time to catch up with Wuthering Waves until now, 2 years in the making, because I am taking part in the 3.3 version of Project W.A.V.E for Wuthering Waves. Finally, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do Project W.A.V.E for a while, but it just never really worked out. And so here we are, finally. Thank you, Kuro. So yeah, we're gonna start with the global launch trailer, which is technically the 1.1 trailer for Wuthering Waves. I did something very similar for another gacha game that I do play, Reverse 1999. When I was getting back into the game, I sat down and watched all of the major version trailers from the very beginning of the game, even the ones I'd already watched before. So we're gonna do that today. Starting with the launch trailer, I'm pretty sure there actually is a dedicated video for reacting to this initially on the channel somewhere. I just am not entirely sure on that. If it's not a dedicated video, it might be like a bit like I watched it with the special program they did for launch. I don't fully remember because it's been 2 years. But we're gonna start with that. Then we're gonna go all the way from 1.1 to 3.3. I have the playlist here only goes up to 3.0, but I do have the other ones open in other tabs. So we are prepared. I am seeing that some of these are quite long, like 2.3 is a whole 10 minutes. I'm going to assume that's because they probably started tacking on the version details to the trailers. We're not going to look at the version details in particular because those don't really matter to me as much now looking back on it, except if there's version details with the trailer for 3.3, that matters. So we're gonna look at those. But this is not character trailers. It is not collaboration information, i.e. the Cyberpunk collab, which I think is still ongoing. And I'm really hoping we can get in game for that because I love the Cyberpunk anime so much. So I'm really excited to get into that. But we are gonna have to start way back when with 1.0. So let's get into it because we're gonna be here for a hot minute and I need to take my dog for a walk in like an hour. All right. Waking of a World. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've seen this already. So this isn't that serious. I might, if I've decided and figured out that I have seen this one already, we are just gonna kind of like keep it moving. We're gonna watch it together, but I'm gonna clip around. I'm not gonna keep the whole thing in because it's not really worth it. But yeah, Waking of a World. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't want to play. Thank you, YouTube video player, for not letting me click in the middle of the screen for some reason. I forgot how cool this game is though. Like, going all the way back is kind of fun, especially because I did watch the earlier marketing content, so it is really fun for me. I also, I do not know they use 60 frames. This is definitely 60 frames per second, yeah? Where's my stats for nerds? Yeah, it's 60 frames. I'm like, this is really smooth. But I know that if your computer parts work right, Wuthering Waves is really smooth. So, oh, it's you!
Want to throw it all away?
I haven't seen this, by the way, I'm realizing. We never watched this together. I probably ran out of time in the video, it just didn't include it. But we did not watch this together, because I don't remember Scar. I did not know what he sounded like until right now.
Besides,
Oh, I'm forgetting names, but I do remember pulling for these characters. Like, there was patch videos. GN, I remember I pulled for GN. but I'm forgetting the other characters' names. It's okay. We have time to learn. We have time to relearn. We have so much information to reabsorb for this game. It's gonna be great. That went by so quickly, but I know it's only a minute, but I was expecting more. I'm a little bit too excited. Can you tell? All right, 1.1 then. We're gonna move right on because we have a lot to watch. I hope that Kuro Games, I hope that you know I don't pay for YouTube, so I am watching ads between all of these. Anyways, we move on to 1.1. Thaw of Eons. This is where it starts to get new for me. I remember Waking of a World. I know the characters and stuff, but 1.1 onwards is really where I kind of dropped off in playing Wuthering Waves because I had so many issues playing it on my computer at launch. As far as I know, a lot of those issues have been like smoothed over, so I'm really excited to get into game at some point this week. But this is our start. So we're gonna go to Thaw of Eons then. The description says, I want to see if I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou. All right. I do remember Jinzhou. That was was that the starting nation continent? I think it might have been. I remember it as a term, but yeah. Okay, so this video is 4.5 minutes long, and it does include the version update overview, which we will not be going over because, like I said, this was almost 2 years ago now, and it's not relevant to me watching this in 2026. So now is where we start cutting things up. But we can watch the story cinematic. That's still valid and well. I think it's probably a little bit too loud. No, it's good, it's good. I see where the thawing comes in, because it's snowy, that's for sure.
But it's not.
Ooh, who was that? I don't remember that character with like the creepy smile. I love a dragon, I do. Oh, that's Rover doing like a little glide. When did we have snowboards? Do we have snowboards? So this must have also been the introduction of a new area in game because they're really focusing on the like overworld things, you know? So this is a part of the game that I never reached. Because I didn't only play it for the first couple of hours, which we will be we'll be doing a lot of story gameplay for a little bit here. Ooh, that tree. I'm sorry, the what board? Weiqi. Okay, I thought it said Ouija board, and I was like, oh, we're talking to ghosts now? I mean, I wouldn't put it past it, but... Oh, yeah, everyone loved her when she came out. I did not know she sounded like that. Oh my god. I'm forgetting her name. Is it Cheng something? Or am I making that up? We might look at a little bit of the update overview so I can get names. Because I'm forgetting Changli. Okay, I was close. Changli.
But we both have something we'll...
And then I remember your name, how it's spelled, but not how to pronounce it because I don't read it right. Fun fact. I learned how to read Mandarin Chinese, but I don't know how to read. I want to call her Jinshi, but I know that's not right because the H is in the... Anyways, she's also very cool, and I respect her because I know she has like a position of power within the game somewhere.
The fateful clash between the Sentinel and myself.
Oh, the like...
Shaped the fate of
the resonator mark thing? I forget what it's actually called. On her back was really cool.
This game is almost over.
And I again was not expecting Changli to sound like that. I thought she had a much higher pitched voice, but the deep voice was also very fitting.
You once said it's not easy to become.
And I forgot you had horns. I love a good horn moment. I do.
If I can ignite a spark of hope for Jinzhou.
Also, I have another thing I've constantly said, the like magical corruption with like the cracks in the skin. I love that trope so much. It's a really good visual trope. I will never get tired of it. I love when actions have consequences in fantasy media. Wow. Yeah, 1.1. All right, so that was that. Next month, actually, that'll be 2 years old. But yeah, I don't have to look through for character names because they put them in the trailer. Awesome. So that's 1.1. We're getting up there a little bit, slowly but surely. So then we go to 1.2. Remind me if we ever do another video like this to just have all the videos loaded and ready to go beforehand, because I forgot about ad runtime. Anyways, we move on to 1.2 in the turquoise moon glow, which is I really like that version name. That's really pretty. I have a new respect for version names because I earlier today saw somebody complaining about Star Rail version names in French and how they just are like off. I don't know French, so I don't know if this is correct information, but like they're just like don't flow right in French for some reason. And I have a new respect for version names in gacha games now after seeing those posts, because I was like, oh, I never really thought of that. I can't confirm that if that is a true statement though, because I like I said, I don't speak French. Anyways, Turquoise Moonglow. Very pretty version name. I really like it. The fulfilled wishes bring warmth and comfort to be shared by many more. So this almost seems like, it should be like a fall version, like from the description alone. It feels very like cozy, like Thanksgiving vibes, you know? But Turquoise Moonglow definitely sounds summery. And this, if the last one was in June, this was probably like in August-ish. So yeah, summer? Let's watch. Oh, pretty. Wait, I love a good knockoff Sakura tree. I really do. Encore? That's Encore, right? Oh, but it is like, there is some sort of festival happening. I don't know, because I think generally the versions are pretty up to date now, but I don't know what the update progress was like back in 2024, was it? Oh, that's so pretty. It could be like a summer festival, because we do have fireworks, so it could be like a summer festival. I like how we're like putting together the lore of Wuthering Waves retroactively in this video together. Ah, I remember this character. I really wanted to pull for her. I like her design a lot, with the glasses and the little pigtails, obviously.
Who or what I'm up against.
Also not the voice I was expecting for her. It's so interesting as well, though, to see this version of, like, Kuro doing an artist character, and then we got, I think it's the Academy. I forget, I don't know what the name of the Academy is, but I know we have a couple of artists there, I think.
I must first accept my
Judge it, yeah.
Those willing to
Oh, and then there's...
wishes to the Moon Tree Lodge.
Oh, yeah, you were a free character for a patch. And obviously I didn't log in. I really wanted to, because I think this character is really cool.
The experiment
So I'm gonna have to get this character at some point on my account, some way, shape, or form. But he almost got me to log back in the day. He really did. I'm blanking on his name, but I know his last name is Yao, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
and everyone in
Let's find out. We'll find out together.
enough for me.
Xiangli Yao. I was partially correct.
Certain painters rejected by the art exchange.
Oh, and now we're seeing like more story in the trailers, and
It's all my
you can kind of see it get like better, because even in the last one, when they showed off the new upcoming characters for in 1.1, in 1.2 they had like special fonts. They didn't do that in 1.1. I love seeing like the progress, you know? Do we have to risk it all? Yes, apparently, because I need to figure out how to get Xiangli.
wish came from me. Bold, free.
Who is this speaking? Oh, it's probably Judge. She's so pretty. I love her design still to this day.
You create an
Like, I know we have like the more modern style characters, but I still love her design to this day. August 15th. I was right. Okay. Because I know the 1.x line of patches was followed very quickly by 2.x, and then it kind of like finalized, mellowed out a little bit. I think there was a reason that very quickly went into a 2.x, but I think maybe it was like that was where they did the like evening out of tech bug issues. Anyways, Turquoise Moonglow also looked very fun, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my a copy of Xiangli at one point in time, because I still want him on my account. I think he's really cool, but he's no longer a free character. So that is my problem to figure out now. So we're gonna move on then to 1.3. I did get ads again, by the way. To the Shore's End. Here the story both ends and begins anew. Which we did have, so this was like very close to that end of the 1.x signs, because it goes to 1.4, at least what I have here. We'll find out if I'm missing things when we go from 1.4 to 2.0, but I don't think I am, because if I do remember correctly, I do think it went very quickly. Because then if you go up to the transition from 2.x to 3.x, it's a lot more normal. It's 2.7 to 3.0. Because I do remember 1.x being very short, and I was like surprised by it. So 1.3, we're getting close up on the end of the 1.x patch lines now. So we'll see where this one goes. Introduction to the Lament. It has a chapter name. I don't know if it's correct, but hey. Oh. You know, things are starting to make sense, because when I've played very little of Wuthering Waves, right? At this point in time, I haven't played a ton of it. That's what we're coming back for, right? And so back in 2025, there was a period of like a couple of months at the end, near the end of the year, where I was doing this series called Gacha Recap, where I would go through all the gacha games I've ever played or wanted to play and their nightly Twitter updates and recap the updates. So there was a lot of Wuthering Waves content in those updates. And it was all surrounding the drop of the 3.x line of patches. So there was a section where I went over the drip marketing for the 3.x characters. And I was very confused because I was like, hey, I know there's some technology in the Wuthering Waves universe. Like they do mix in some sci-fi with the fantasy, but not enough for the characters of the 3.x line to make any sense, like chronologically, you know? So I was very confused. This one shot right here is starting to explain some things that were not explained to me in the past. This makes sense to a certain degree now. I'm seeing where the technology comes in a little bit more. It's the end of 1.x.
But this time,
That makes a lot more sense as somebody who has not played up till that point in game yet. This is also such a tiny little thing. Oh, I remember when this character dropped as well. Everyone loves this character. Such a tiny little thing I also want to point out is that both resonators are shown off a lot in the version trailers, which I actually think is really cool coming from other gacha games that have the two different versions of the player character. They'll really only show one, but they switch off. I think it's cool that Kuro uses both in here. I think it's actually, it's fun. It's fun. Is that the shorekeeper, the blue hair? Her name is Shorekeeper, right? Am I getting this one correct? It says to the shore's end. I mean, I would hope. With the like aquatic features mixed in with like more modern architectural details is also so cool. This is so fun for me. Like this is very fun for me. Cause another thing I've said a lot with my, not just gacha games, but games in general, is I love a fantasy sci-fi wombo combo genre. It is a mix of a genre, one genre, and it is sci-fi and fantasy combined. I love it. And you don't see it a lot. I feel like there's a lot more opportunities to mix up, combine the genres that a lot of media corporations don't take advantage of. It's not just games, actually. It's like every media out there. I like when they're combined. And I think there was more of a wombo combo happening here that I never knew about until today.
fulfill their desires.
Which I don't know why I'm surprised that that's coming from Kuro Games, because I've played Punishing Gray Raven.
They yearned for anything.
So like, if anyone was gonna do it, like, yeah, it makes sense here. It does. But you go in with like so much, like my expectation going in was like more heavy on the fantasy, whereas Punishing Gray Raven is more heavy on the sci-fi. I wasn't expecting to have like a more techy side to this. But now that we're here, I'm excited it's here.
I'm here for you.
Like it feels so different. Why is Encore here?
Day.
I'm not, like, why, where did you come from, sweetie?
Rest in silence.
Shorekeeper. I was right. I got one right, guys.
You're lucky to have come across me. Now
Okay, I have like vague recollections of this character, I will say. I think it's because when this patch 1.3 dropped, everybody was like freaking out over Shorekeeper, that like anyone else kind of just fell by the wayside. I think that, do we use star rankings? I think that this character is a 4-star though. Whereas Shorekeeper was definitely 5. She's cute, but I wouldn't go out of my way to like get her now, you know? Like if I got her on a banner, I wouldn't be mad. Yo, who?
A door that
Yeah.
leads to the deepest parts
Woolly
of
Kingdom.
Woolly.
The Woolly Kingdom. That's why Encore's here. Okay. I was like, why is Encore here? Because she's running the Woolly Kingdom. What is this, by the way? What happened to the Woolly Kingdom? Why do we have a black hole? What happened to the... Her mom? What's happening? What's happening? We're supposed to be wrapping things up in 1.3, not... What is happening?
It sounds the death knell for humanity.
Ooh. Ooh, that
A
hits.
lament.
Ooh, and there's both of them. Okay, that hits. That one hits. I see why there was a lot of hype for 1.3 at the time. That hits. Was I right? Yeah, Yohu is 4 stars. I was right. I think they probably did that because they knew everyone was going to be pulling for Shorekeeper anyways. Anyways, we move on. Okay, when the night knocks. And I did have to block an ad right before this one because I got an AI ad. Fun fact, if I get an AI ad, I block it. AI and weight loss ads. Anyways, feels like a dream where we saw the possible iterations of history. I like that description. I like alternate history timelines. I like it. Which, hypothetically, if we're doing sci-fi and fantasy combined, again, possible iterations of history would make sense. Like, that's likely place for that to be, you know? Let us begin the watch. Let's go.
Some noir breaks.
Some noir. That's a very interesting term, looking at it from like an etymology perspective. Hold on. I want to do an etymology lesson really quickly here. So, hi, etymology is the study of words, and it is a study that I enjoy. And it's not just like studying words, it's like the history of words. How is a word put together? What's its usage? That sort of thing. So, some noir. Noir is black, right? Some, I'm pretty sure, comes from, like, think the word insomnia. I'm pretty sure that means sleep. So, like, dark sleep would kind of, or sleep dark, but they flipped it because it sounds cooler. Like, some noir sounds a lot cooler than noir some. I will give you that. Some noir sounds pretty cool. But I'm curious where this is going, because I thought the Woolly Land, like, Encore's little fun side event thing, or whatever that ended up being, was just like a fun side quest in 1.3. But now we're in 1.4, and we have a sleep monster. It sounds like we have a sleep monster on our hands. So wasn't expecting that. But also, if 1.4 directly goes into 2.0, we had a very whimsical world in the 2.x line of patches, I believe. And then I think it was very, very much whimsy. And then also we went somewhere that was very much, was it the Greek mythology one? I think it was the Greek mythology one. They did both of those in 2.x, which is unexpected to say the least, because I'm so used to having like one place. You get one place in your patch line, and that's it. But I do think Wuthering Waves does 2. They split it like 2 cores of an anime. I think they do it that way, which for a gacha game makes a lot of sense. What we're learning today is we're deconstructing Wuthering Waves, and it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, curious about the sleep monster.
Breaks into world.
Especially if we go somewhere very whimsical after 1.4. This is like this 1.4 then should be kind of the like connection to 2.0, to that new world we go to. And a sleep monster? Woolly Land? Yeah, it makes sense. Also, like, I forget that Solaris is the...
Ever since I returned from the whining Iaxis mire,
I do remember this character's design.
it's not all that.
I remember her because she's very much giving Teddy, PGR. If you know, you know. Data from the last phase will be deleted. Okay, the technological undertones are now becoming overtones, and it makes sense. Say it with me now. I feel like Boo Boo the Fool for being confused by the 3.x strip marketing. Wow. She has an accent. I like when they let characters keep their accents. Lumi. I forgot her name was Lumi. Lumi, and then this is, I know you. I know you, but I can't remember your name right now, and I know people love you. Ooh. Because I want to call, that's my thing, I want to call her Luna. But I know her name isn't Luna. Camellia, there it is. I was like, I want to call her Luna. Because I'm a Punishing Grey Raven player. Okay, her animations are kind of really fun. So I get why people were really so obsessed with Camellia. And also Camellia is very lore relevant, so that also makes sense. Like, she's lore relevant and a bit of a freak, so I see where people are vibing with her. I get it, I do. I get it very thoroughly.
I dreamed of you while I was
The
in the
medical pod? What's a medical pod?
Saw those possible
Hey.
iterations of history.
So quick question. When Wuthering Waves first dropped, I did want to think very extensively that it was connected to Punishing Grey Raven somehow, because that's just how my brain works, and I like when my gacha games are connected. I like looking for little patterns and things. It makes me happy. So when 1.0 dropped, and even before 1.0, I was very much on the hype train of like, God, I really hope this connects to Punishing Raven, you know? But like, if it didn't, I wasn't gonna be mad. And I was kind of under the impression that it didn't. But now that we have sleep pods and technology is a lot more relevant here than I thought it was initially, I'm starting to think that maybe it might still be connected to Punishing Raven in some way, shape, or form. And I would like to see it. I don't care how it's connected. I would just like to see it. Like right now, I'm led to believe that like this happens either way before or like way after PGR in like the same timeline. So it's not like an alternate universe thing. It's more so they both took place in the same world, just different versions of it. So that's kind of what I'm being led to believe right now. If they are connected, but they might just not be. They might just not be connected, and that's okay too. I just have a pattern recognition brain. So when I can recognize a pattern, I get real excited about it, and I must share it with all of you as well. I need to make my pattern recognition brain everybody's problem. You're welcome.
History 2?
This is very exciting for me though. It's very exciting for me and me alone. There's other people excited. I know I'm not the only one who's a pattern recognition enjoyer. I know there's others of you out there.
Help them escape.
This one's for us. Did Resonator have wings? Whoa! She did have wings! Whose cat is that?
Might as well dance and live it up while we can.
Whose cat is that, first of all? I'm also so happy they didn't go with a black cat, because a lot of gacha games use a black cat, and like if there's a cat character, like a relevant cat, it's a black cat. And while I love black cats, I'm happy we switched it up. Personally, I love black cats. If I have a dog, but I've said time and time again, if I were to adopt a cat, I would most likely look for a black cat. But also the cat distribution system just gives you whatever cat it wants to give you. So if that happens, I'll take whatever cat I can get. But my dog, I can hear him grumbling behind me because I'm talking about getting another animal. So we're not going to do that. Very fun art. I do like this a lot. The colors work very well together. I like it. And as a connection to the 2.x line, works. Oh, but also there is a black cat over here. So there is a black cat here. I'm sort of thinking this is an inversion. Okay, so there's a black cat here, and then there's a white cat with blue features. The black cat has a yellow eye. I'm starting to think that this is supposed to be some sort of symbolism for Camellia and her two sides, because she has like the normal version with the white hair, and then there's the version of her with the red hair. I think there's some sort of symbolism happening here, but I haven't done enough of the story to know what that symbolism is. So we're going to put a pin in that and move on to 2.0. Hold on. No, we're not moving on to 2.0. There's more after this. There is more. They tacked on something.
Make me your bloom bearer.
Bloom bearer? Who is that? That's not Camellia. She had blue hair. All right, we got to move on to 2.0. We can't linger on this one any more than we already have. It's been this is going to be an hour and a half long video at this rate. Probably longer because 2.x goes very long. So we got to move on to 2.x. I had to full screen this one because it's like exported as a widescreen video. So you can see the like the bars that would usually be on this are like not there. But it's exported differently. And there was an ad on screen, and we don't do free promo over here. Other thing, a little aside, I got an ad in between these once again, and it was an ad I had never actually paid attention to. I've gotten it a million times, but I never actually looked at it. I just like looked over to press the skip button, and I actually looked at it for the first time today, and it was edited so poorly, and it's for like a major brand. I'm not gonna put them on blast, but oh my god, it was edited poorly. I could do a better job. Like I'm talking about like green, because it was done on a green screen, obviously, and the edges around the people were so bad. Anyways, 2.0. All silent souls can sing, which is very whimsical if you ask me, and I'm pretty sure this is where we get our little whimsical land that I forget the name of. So let's find out. If I have to look up the name somewhere in this trailer, we will. But I'm excited because this was, again, one of those times that I really wanted to pop back in to Wuthering Waves, and again, didn't end up having the time for it. But because this is a song, I will not be including the full version of this trailer in this video because I have had issues with copyright on Kuro Games music before, so I will not be including the whole version of this. I don't know what the actual copyright situation is with Wuthering Waves and if I can include it in this video, but we're not going to take any chances because this is my first video back and I really don't want to take those chances today. So I will be not including the whole trailer, but it will be linked down below. The channel for all of these will be linked down. I'll link the playlist and then the 3 extra videos that weren't in the playlist. Cool? Cool. Because if I link all of them, this video will get banned. So, oh wait, this is cutie. It's kind of quiet, but it's cutie. It's so whimsical. There's clowns. Is that? No, those are opponents. Those are opponents. There's our resonator. And this is where we got the new glider, correct? Or was that in 3.x? Nope, we got the new glider. Yep. But it's like you can only use it in this nation or something? Oh, it's so the little that must be okay. All right. I can only imagine how hard this went when it first released. Whimsy! They talk about whimsy! See, it's whimsical! I can only imagine how insane this went when it first dropped, because I'm just watching it. I'm watching it now, like, probably like a year and a half, a year later, and I'm like, oh my god, there's so much happening, oh my god. I love it, I love the vibes. Ooh, Sky Anomaly. That'll be fun. Another dragon. That was Shorekeeper, I think, again. Okay, I don't remember anyone's name, I'm learning. I'm learning that I don't remember anyone's name, but we'll figure it out later. I know I wanted to pull for this character, though, very heavily. I really like her design. This character I was also interested in because she has my color scheme of like my VTuber model, and any character that I share a color scheme with, I have to pull for them. So I think I wanted to pull for her for that reason. I remember, Brant, is that your name? Brent? I don't remember his name. I wanted to pull for him as well, though. Then there was Phoebe. I think her name is Phoebe, and I'm forgetting, was it Zanny? I forget her other name. Everyone's so cool though. This just goes so hard though. Like I can only imagine like how wild. Also, calling it Silent Souls Can Sing and having it basically be a music video is also very clever. It's very clever. But I was really excited for this version when it was being marketed back in, I think it was the very end of 2024, because it dropped January 2nd, 2025. I was very excited for this version. However, one of the reasons why I was very excited for it is because I binge read a 3-book series and then binge read another 3-book series that has a very similar vibe to, like both of them had very similar vibe to this first nation we are going to end up in with 2.0. And so I was really excited for this version, and then I didn't play it. All right. So you can imagine my excitement being able to play it now. Okay. This one is also edited, exported weird. So it doesn't have the proper cinema bars, but we have to go full screen for it then. Waves Sing and the Cerulean Bird Calls, version 2.1. I also, there was no patch info in the 2.0 trailer, so I still don't know the name of the place. I can like picture the word in my brain and like the various letters in it, but not in the correct order, so I'm not gonna go out on a limb there. We're just gonna watch the Cerulean Bird Calls. Ooh, this is pretty. I see, I mean, if it's cerulean birds, you gotta start in the water. Waves are singing, look at that. Is everything related to music in this line of patches? Because so far, the word sing has been in 2. That's wild, that's beautiful. Montelli, that's the girl with the white hair and the gun that I really wanted to pull for. Montelli is her last name. I don't remember her first name.
The full layout of this vault?
The device from Lady Carlotta should
Carlotta. Who's Carlotta? Which one's Carlotta? I know it was she the one at the very end of the last trailer. Ooh.
That means going deeper into the vault.
Oh, we're going into the vault. A vault heist is very fun.
Oh, there you are.
So that's Phoebe. Yes.
Oh. This Echo seems to have a headache. I'm trying to help.
Wait, it's a little turquoise Echo. I'm like overwhelmed again. She has a broom? Oh, she's so fun. Oh my god, she's so fun. This is another character that I do want to try very hard to get on my account on a rerun at some point, because I just love her. She's so cutie. I've brought it up before, but there are various characters in various video games that if I was a cosplayer, I'd be very excited to cosplay. Possibly Phoebe is one of those characters and has been for a very long time, but I am not a cosplayer. That is above my skill level. Phoebe! She's so cool.
Exactly.
Yes, then the guy! Finally, I can. Also, he sounds exactly like how I thought he would sound. I cannot explain, Brant. It is Brant. All right. I cannot tell you what I thought he was gonna sound like. It's just how he sounds. He is fun, though. I know a lot of people were very excited for him as well. He is fun. I do like that we actually get to see some of the character combat now, though, because I'm not watching the other videos, so. What do we got here? The lore. We have the lore. Somebody save my girl Phoebe.
Indeed brave the treacherous stormy sea, can't return with
Hearing some of the voice lines for this patch, though, it makes me think, I know that there's like whimsy in this nation, but
Flame Drake's treasure
do people just talk like that?
price equal to its worth.
They're very dramatic. It very much like feels like a theater stage play. But you know, that's kind of fun. I live for the drama. But yeah, 2.1, it looks cool, but it's definitely, it's a nice little like lull post 2.0 trailer that was a whole music video that I was very overstimulated by, but it looked really cool. So we're gonna move on to 2.2 because it's almost been an hour already and I blame the ads, but that's on me for not paying for YouTube and I don't want to pay for it. I'd rather pay for a gacha game character. I'd rather pay for Phoebe. Okay, we have another fake widescreen video. For 2.3, Fiery Arpeggio of Summer Reunion. And to answer my previous question, yes, everything is going to apparently have a musical term in the title, because an arpeggio is a musical thing. Do I remember what the definition is? No. I think it's just like a type of musical piece, if I'm not mistaken. Like an arpeggio is a noun. Yeah? I don't know if that's correct. But yes, everything is apparently going to be musical, which is also probably why the characters in the previous trailer felt so theatrical in how they speak, because baby, they think this is a whole musical. So it makes a little bit more sense. All right, let's get that introduction to the Black Alley, apparently. Oh my God, what is this? What is this? Wait, this is not what I was expecting, but I love it. They're the Zoom Zooms. Does anyone else remember the Zoom Zooms? T-S-U-M, T-S-U-M. I will spell it out. I still have some of mine, by the way. But does anyone with their little heads? Guys, I'm gonna cry. I'm getting cuteness depression. I didn't want to squish them. They're so cutie.
Time to work again. Raguna once went through a hell of a time.
Oh my, I'm going through a hell of a time. Those are so cutie.
Many of their best.
Oh, we have a proper noun order
When that
here.
stability fell apart.
Underground market. I love an underground market. I do. Hypothetically, allegedly, in, was it Solaris? Yeah. Ooh, that's fun. I think it's Zani is actually her name. It's like a longer A. So does she's a shielder, yeah? I just know that she like hates her job.
Get this over with.
Cause I just know she like hates her job and she's so relatable. And Crow released like an emoji set of like her at work that I still use to this day. Cause it's just, she's so relatable. She's so hot and she's so relatable. I forgot she takes her jacket off too. She's so pretty. Oh, and it's like a time mechanic too. Zani, yeah. I love her voice as well. I do love Zani's voice because they let the original voice actor, I'm assuming, keep the accent, which English dubs for anime and gacha games, so many of them don't let characters keep their accents, whether it be like a lore accurate accent or just like a natural accent the voice actor has. I think we need more accents. And I know that technically, if you want to get pedantic about it, I have an American accent, right? It's a weird mishmash of accents because I grew up in one place, but like spoke a different way at home because my family was from somewhere else and now I live somewhere else. It's a weird mishmash of American accents, but I do have an American accent. A lot of what we get in anime and gacha games is American accents. I think non-American accents should be utilized more in games, especially games that like go all over the world, like a gacha game. And there are quite a few gacha games out there that do utilize various different accents, as well as other languages within their games. Arknight's franchise and Reverse 1989 are two examples, and I love both of them. You can see where things are coming together here. I've mentioned this recently elsewhere, but I love learning. So I love studying various like art history of different places and mythology of different places. And just, I think including little bits and pieces of other cultures within a game, weaving it in the right way is very interesting. And I really like it. And so even just something as small as keeping the accent, I really enjoy. So I love Zani's accent, I do. And then I do remember this character dropping because this is another character that I was like, I could do a mean closet cosplay version of this character. Because breaking your immersion for a second, my real life person does have red hair and green eyes. So I was like, I could do a mean closet cosplay. It wouldn't be identical, but it would be close enough that if I went to a convention with the right props, someone would get it. But I forget her name. And she also kept the accent. And it makes sense because I'm pretty sure it's like a proper accent for like her character inspirations because she is like a fae creature. As well as I'm pretty sure she's a bard technically, which is super, super cool. Even the singing lines are done very well from the voice actor. She's so cutie. She has so much whimsy.
The tale of all our adventures together.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pronounce her name, but this is one of those names that I'm gonna have to hear in game to figure out how to pronounce it. I know I am. Siakana, I think it probably is. I don't want to say it's Irish, but it might be. She's so cool though.
Talos.
I say that because there's like certain, especially if she is Irish, it's Irish and Welsh are two languages that I struggle a lot with because they don't sound like how they're spelled. Oh, there's a masked, there's like a masked ball situation. I love a masked ball, I do.
Stop anyone from challenging her.
It's so much drama.
If they beat her, they get to be the new Talos.
I'm sorry, who is that? And why have I never seen her before today?
And I'm simply following them to keep things running.
I'm sorry, I've never seen this blue-haired lady until right now, and I want to know why that is. Why hasn't she been all over social media at any point in time? I've seen plenty of Zani. I have not seen her. I am losing it. I am losing it. Okay? Okay. Okay. We have to keep moving, or this video is gonna get too long. But I am floored right now. Like, they gave her tattoos. Okay, we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving.
You talk about rules. First,
Everyone's so cool in this nation. There's like the dichotomy there from like backyard brawl behind a Denny's to this beautiful sunset. Oh my gosh. Oh, Shorekeeper's back? Pretty. Why did that very briefly sound like I'm never gonna give you up was about to start playing? I thought I was about to get Rickrolled. I did. When did this come out? Wait, because this version, okay, I'm gonna have to blur out an ad in the corner, but they posted this on April 19th. Because I remember before I went into it, I saw April 29th. I was like, wait, when did they post their trailers? There's like a 10-day gap there. I thought they posted this on April 1st for a second. I really did. I was gonna be like, there's no way. So this is their little summer festival situation. Because if this came out the very end of April, this would probably be like the big summer patch for this one, possibly? Oh, everyone's so happy. Cutie. Ah, this is so cute. This one is so cute. First anniversary as well. This is the first anniversary patch. That's so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think in this chunk of recording, I have time for one more video. Because also it is supposed to start severe thunderstorming. And I don't know what's going to happen first, if either the severe thunderstorm is going to hit or I'm going to be able to go walk my dog. So I have to stop recording in both scenarios because this apartment has been known to lose power. And you know what? Now that I say that, the next trailer is 8 minutes long. So I think I'm gonna hit a hot pause and finish my recording of this tomorrow. As much as I would like to get this video up in a timely fashion, I think it is in my best interest to let it be for now. Because I am looking outside and I am looking at the time and I have to go take my dog for the hottest of little walks before I possibly lose power. So we'll be back with 2.4 for you guys in a couple seconds. For me, I don't really know when, but we'll figure it out. All right, confession time. We have 2 confessions while I make sure that my OBS is working. Okay, so first confession, we have a lot more to watch left than I thought. I thought we only had a couple videos left, but we have 9 videos. We have so far watched 8. So like we're at the halfway point because it's not even, but that's still a lot of videos. The halfway point is still kind of beefy. And 2, I almost had a crisis just now because my video hard drive that I have video files on, the video files for this video, as well as many other videos, would not get recognized by my PC for some reason. I just got home early from work because I wanted to work on other work. And here we are. My hard drive didn't want to connect to my PC and I almost screamed. But I restarted my computer and it worked suddenly. And so now I'm scared, but I probably should have checked to make sure it wasn't corrupted. I didn't. We're going to finish the video though. Okay. We have 2.4. Lately we tossed the crown. this is what we are starting with today. It's the same video for you guys. So 2.4 Septimont. So this is where we switch over from the whimsical like carnival world that feels like it's like a theatrical production over to the Greco-Roman mythology one, I believe, because I'm pretty sure Septimont is hashtagged in the description. I'm pretty sure Septimont is the Greco-Roman one, Greek and Roman mythology inspired. I am a very big fan of Greek mythology. Roman mythology, argue with the wall, is Greek mythology with the labels scratched off. So if you know one, you probably know most of the other. Things just have different names. That's where the labels getting scratched off comes from. So I'm very excited to learn more about Septimont, because this was another one of those points in the release cycle of Wuthering Waves that I was like, oh, I should go re-download WoW. I should start playing again. This is one of those times because I really like mythology. So this one almost got me. But I know very little about this era of Wuthering Waves. So very excited to learn a little bit today. If you hear noises in the background, that is my puppy digging into the couch. Anyways, let us begin with 2.4. So this is a new, because also you can tell from the, who's missing? You can tell just from the naming conventions, because all of the previous ones, I want to call it Rhinacita. I forget what it was called. Yesterday I was like, I have all the letters in my head and I know them, but I don't. And I feel like that sounds familiar in my brain after getting a little bit more sleep. But the naming conventions with the whimsical theater world were all having to do with song. Whereas then we switch over to this one, Lightly We Toss the Crown is entirely switched up. So 2.4. I know this character, but don't. I know that's not the Shorekeeper. That's a different character that a lot of people were also very excited for. I think she might be the one that she can turn into a giant, which, you know, when I saw that out of game, I was very confused by it. But if we are in a Greco-Roman inspired area, turning into a giant wouldn't be entirely out of left field for that. So that makes enough sense. I do really like this. Like immediately, I really like this. And how it is kind of interesting how they've incorporated in the technology aspects as well, because it does have more of that sci-fi than I initially thought it did. I love the mushroom formations. Love the like ghost apparitions that are there. This is gonna be fun. We got a lot of shots of the new world for this patch.
In Septimont.
Septimont, that is it, yes.
Hand in hand.
I'm excited for this one.
Agon isn't just an event.
The Agon. Okay, so that's like their big tournament arc, which if you're gonna do a Greco-Roman inspired area anywhere, you have to have a tournament arc. It just makes sense. So like, I'm not surprised. I'm like, yeah, the gladiators, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. I'm so mad. I got interrupted by ads. One of these days I'll get YouTube Premium again, but today is not that day. Not in this economy. Oh. I remember, I want to gush about her design so bad, and just all the little like details that are like perfect, but we will be here for literally another hour, so we can't be doing that. Well, we'll get to this part in game eventually, like this arc of this main story, and I am gonna have to gush about it then, because I love the little, like I'm pretty sure probably all the characters have, like if we even looked at this character, I could probably pick out little design elements that would match her inspirations. So like Cartethia? Is that what it said? I'm really bad at reading stylized letters. Sorry, Cartethia. Okay. She's so cool. Does she turn into a giant? I think so, because she looks different now. Which again, makes total sense for Greco-Roman mythology inspirations to turn into a giant. That makes total sense now. It's interesting, like, once you actually, because like from the outside looking in, I was always a little bit confused about a lot of Wuthering Waves design choices. And then I like took 2 seconds to really look at it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense actually. Carry on.
Tell me, are you the one
I feel like, ooh, who summoned the blade?
but in the arena?
I feel like that sort of thing happens with Kuro games a lot, though, is that like from the outside looking in, it's like, this is a bit confusing, but then you look at it from the inside looking in and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, because I've had that happen with Punishing Graven a couple of times as well. So I'm not surprised. Ooh, this character's fun. I like how she had the little like, I guess like the little like electric fox ears, if that makes sense. Like they're very techy. Ooh. Totally different vibe from the other character for this patch, though. It is very clever to show their combat demos in the, what would it be called?
I'm joining your battle.
The like Coliseum Lupa, which makes sense because she's got the whole wolf thing going on. That makes total sense.
Play so you can see the ending. That's
I do wish that the,
will be the harbinger of
ooh,
the dark tide in Septimum.
I do wish I could hear it better though.
This tragedy.
But because the mastering's a bit wonky, but every gacha game in existence does that with the mastering.
Interwoven in the fate he has.
It's you again.
Luck and misfortune.
Ooh.
Nobility and lowliness.
What's with the
Weakness and strength.
opposites?
A person's nature is like two
I don't
sides
think this
of a
character is
coin.
playable. I think he's just an NPC, but I guess he's probably one of our, like, enemies for this arc. Core 2 of the 2.x line of patches.
Surely you know.
Yeah, cause he's with Scar.
Undo my skill.
He is cool, but I do like Scar better. Apologies, I do like Scar better.
End of the story.
End of the story. Yeah, likely story. If haha. Okay, that's it for 2.4. The start of the Septimon arc. This, I know I'm gonna really like this one. I know I'm gonna really like this one because this is one of those gacha game arcs that I'm gonna have to gush over and like be like, okay, pause for literature references. Like I'm gonna have to do that quite a bit with this arc. So it's gonna be very fun once we get to it. Like even more so, you think that I would have to do the literature moment pauses a lot with the last arc. No, it's gonna be even worse with the Septima arc because I really like mythology. So it's gonna be even worse here. Apologies in advance. I hit my microphone a little bit, but we're gonna move on. So for 2.5, we have Unfading Melody of Life, which they actually did switch back to using the musical terms in the patch names, which is interesting because 2.3 had something about song. I think it was like ballad. There was like a musical term in the title. And then obviously 2.4 did not. 2.5 has the word melody in it. So I don't know, because like this title would make sense for a Greco-Roman inspiration, but like it's also would make sense for the very theatrical one as well. So I don't know. But we will find out together.
The closer you come to death,
Ooh.
the sharper
It's you
your
again.
life
This character keeps coming up and I don't know her name.
truly desire.
We'll find out together though. We will. Oh, the violin is nice. Oh, I'm gonna love her, aren't I? I'm gonna love picking this character apart.
Woven into
Fun fact, if you're new here, I actually am trained to violin. So that's where my music knowledge comes from. If you were curious, because we've been talking a lot about music. This is pretty.
The secret treasures often hide.
This character, oh, whichever character is speaking right now sounds like a character from another game, and I immediately put my finger on it. But I don't want to say anything because I don't know if the voice actor has been announced for the other game, and I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But it's like immediate. I feel like it's like if you know, you know. I'm not going to say names, but like if you know, you know.
And
Immediately sound.
the faith
Immediately made the connection,
call, seeking
which is fine because I love her in the other game too.
as their own. I felt the disharmony
Oh, the
within
theater. Oh, okay. That must be like a through line or something. The theatrics of it all, which yes, both parts, because that's another thing. I've been making the joke of how Wuthering Waves seems to be doing like 2 different arcs in each line of patches. So like 1.x, 2.x, etc. The 1.x patches were a little bit wonky because that was the first one they did for Wuthering Waves. There was kind of just like one core, if you will. If you watch anime, you are familiar with the cores. But with 2.x, there's 2 different cores, and we have not gotten through enough of 3.x to see if there's going to be a second core situation there. But there's still, this is something I actually really appreciate. It still looks like there's something combining and like connecting the two, because with the 2.x line, it is very like literature, theatrical, dramatic, but 2 different sides of like the same coin, with possibly Rina Sita, if I remember the name correctly. That one is very much like Shakespearean, if you need like a literature basis. It feels very Shakespearean. Whereas Septimons is very like Homer, the Iliad, things like that, like Greek mythology, Roman mythology inspirations. So like they're both like things you learn in school, classics, if you will, but it's like 2 different sides of the same coin, because the Greek and Roman mythology were also, I think, performed as like theatrical plays and stuff, but also then you have Shakespeare theatrical plays. It's like 2 different sides of the same coin, which I think is really cool, of that being the through line for the entire season of the patch, if you will. I'm curious what they're going to do with the back half of 3.x, because we have like that first half so far. I'm curious what they're going to do there, because I think again, outside looking in originally, when I saw the two different halves of the 2.x item patches, very confusing, because I was like, shouldn't this be a new patch line? Like, shouldn't this be 3. You know, like it was very confusing again from outside looking in, but then you take like 5 seconds to look at it like in depth and it's like, oh, that makes total sense. It's actually very interesting when you get to looking at it. So I like it a lot, especially because I'm a literature nerd. I love all of this. So this makes me so excited.
I'm not here to
And then having like the theater. Ooh. Oh, both rovers got to speak at the same time. That's fun. What about death? What would be your final thought if death were okay. Okay. Ooh. I really like her though. So this is one of the playable characters for 2.5. Does that mean I get to find out her name finally? Ooh, she's got crazy eyes. It works. It works for the vibes we have going on, the drama of it all. We have some spider lilies in there. It works for the drama of it all. Frolova? Okay, Frolova. All right, I've learned her name. I've also seen that name around a bunch on social media. So that also makes sense because I know this is another very popular character. So I've learned. I am learned now. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Come on, I've been talking so much about literature references, and even this in itself is like I do wonder if they're gonna go full Paradise Lost. I do. I love this. Because also looking at like I've brought up Punishing Raven quite a bit, but that is the other Kuro game, and I don't know why I'm surprised when PGR has also made literature references plenty of times, and I love when it's done there. I don't know why I'm so surprised. I think it's because when you see like the outside of people talking about various gacha games, you don't see the nitty gritty of like the story elements and the references to things. So I always get so excited when I actually am able to get into the stories of these games, and I'm like, oh, I see that. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love how they do that. Because everyone always just talks about the characters. What if I want to talk about the story? Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. This is also that shot is sick. Purge. I wonder. Also, this boss is very well designed. Boss, enemy. We have a lot of like various bads, because like I don't think all of them are big bads, but like we got a lot of bads. This one's probably a big bad. And then there's the fancy hat guy as well.
We must act.
This is so cool.
None shall stop.
It's so cool.
Cadenza.
That's a music term. Oh, that's really nice art. Unfading Melody of Love. That's really nice art. I think there might be more though. Is there more? No, that's it. Okay, that's it. Well, this is nice. This one's nice. I really like it. I'm actually looking at this and I'm like, this should be a wallpaper on my laptop. That's really nice. We do have to move on because I've geeked out over 2.5 long enough, but oh, this one's really nice. Okay, 2.6 by Sun's Scourge by Moon's Revelation. Again, yeah, we're still in Septimont. Yeah, that one makes sense. Greco-Roman mythology, both of them use a lot of sun and moon imagery and symbolism throughout. I love a good sun and moon symbolism. I do, especially the moon. So I'm excited for this one as well. Oh, it's all very exciting to me. So there's the sun. And then is a rover supposed to represent the moon? Because we do have the dark color. That was seamless. Oh my God. Wait, because it starts with the masculine rover. When did it switch? Because there's male rover. Okay, it went off, so they go off screen and it switches. I was like, that was seamless. When did that happen? Again, I have to compliment that they use both the male and female rover in the cinematics because it looks so good when they do it well. Oh, okay. I also want to, if we're talking about imagery here, there's a little like sun. This is, I think, supposed to be like the little sun in the icon, and then the O's in moon are moons. I just need to geek out over that one. That's clever. That's really clever. I like that a lot. So 2.6 we should be getting up on. I think it goes to 2.7, so this should be like the conclusion of the story, and then 2.7 is like happy fun times before we go somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm curious what they're doing with 2.6. Okay, there's this character that I've also seen a lot of outside of the game, but I think her name starts with like an I, but I think she's also supposed to be the moon reference. Okay, because yeah, this is the other playable character from this patch. So I need to learn names. Okay, things are making sense. So that's the sun and the moon references. Okay, Rover is just not involved. That's fine. Very, very much giving Gladiator. Oh, but she's so cool.
All the sun touches is ours.
I'm just like, Augusta. Yep, okay, Augusta. That sounds about right. And then there's the moon, yeah. I want to say her name starts with an I, but I can't remember specifics, so we will see. Yeah, she's definitely the moon. Even like in her... Is that like a chakram weapon type? Yeah. With the water... Oh, I have to geek out. I have to geek out. The water... in her animations, oh, that's so clever, because a lot of like, is it just an astrology thing? I don't think it's just an astrology thing, but the moon and water are like super connected in terms of like imagery and symbolism in mythology and things like that. So I don't think it's just a mythology thing, because like the ocean tides have to do with the moon sometimes as well. So the water and the moon is very closely connected, and so I love this. I love this. This makes like total sense to me. Once again, I love this. And her glowing pigtails are also really nice. I love a glowing pigtail. This does feel like it's lagging a little bit, but I can live. I can live. The moon. Yeah, she talks about the moon. She's the moon. And her name does start with an I. Ayuno? I think it's Ayuno. Oh, but she's so pretty. I love both of these characters. Again, I'm gonna need to do a lot of rerun pulling.
But also the hero who would rise up.
So do they work together? The sun and the moon working together? That would be fun.
The citizens of Septimont only need to be loyal to Septimont.
Oh, I'm like,
Augusta.
I'm geeking out. I really am.
I've seen things others can't begin to imagine.
Because there's so much drama in this one. I can tell.
Did I close my eyes?
And I'm just like, oh, if I was a story skipper, it would be so over, because I would skip to this arc, I think. This one is just like, this one makes me very happy. It's the sun and the moon imagery. I know that's what makes me so excited for it, but I can't wait to get this. I can't wait to get to this one. This one looks so good. But again, figuring out how to get both of these characters on reruns that's gonna suck for me. But you know what? It's okay. I don't need every single character. I don't need them on my account. We can play with them in the story, and that's okay. Oh, but they're so good. Okay, we have to move on to 2.7. That's gonna wrap up this line of patches, so I'm curious what they do with it. And then we have our last couple for 3.x. Am I correct in the numbers for that? Okay, I was very much correct. 2.7 called Dawn Breaks on Dark Tides. Again, we have the dawn and the water, and we have the sun and the moon imagery. I love it. I do. Okay, let's watch. This is also the last one for 2.x. So then we'll go into 3.x. We're making pretty good time today, which is nice because we already have like an hour of footage for this video. So I don't want this to be a 2-hour long video, but we move, friends. 2.7, let's do it. I'm curious where they go with this one though, because it should have been wrapped up in 2.6. And 2.7 should be a little teaser for what's coming in 3.0, and I'm already seeing things. Ooh.
No way to go.
Whoever's speaking, I love their voice.
Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear.
I love this character's voice as well. I love this. Okay. I love that. Please tell me somebody skipped that. I have a very, this is such an aside, but I do need to say it. I have a very old screenshot from like an old show that BTS did. Yes, the K-pop group. And they're like getting on a school bus, and one of the members of the group just says, "See you all in hell." And as somebody who it's like saved in my phone from when I was in high school, that's how old it is. Because I thought it was funny because I took the bus to school. So I like felt that. I would post it like every morning because it felt right. And it was right. High school is really, high school sucks. Same school, but high school sucks. If you are currently in high school, one, you shouldn't be watching this video, first of all. We're all adults here. But two, if somebody in your life is currently in high school and they think it sucks, it does get better. You just got to get through high school. So I have that saved on my phone. I still have it saved on my phone and have had it for ages. So the fact that I now have a new version of it from Wuthering Waves, I need somebody to gif it, or like I need this screenshot. I need this screenshot. Can I get the screenshot myself? Yes. Am I gonna do it right now? Yes. I need a new see you all in hell screenshot, and I did get the screenshot. Thank you. I am curious because hell is in quotation marks. I am curious about that. Listen, I haven't read Paradise Lost in a hot minute, but I did make jokes about having a Paradise Lost arc for 2.6. This is kind of confirming my suspicions a little bit. I might have been right. Did not mean to be right. It was a joke. I'm so intrigued. I really am. Dawn breaks on dark tides. If I was like paying attention when this actually came out, I would have gone insane. The little...
Open your eyes.
Was I right? Was I just totally right?
It's time we journey in.
I do enjoy an underworld arc, though I will immediately say that because I love mythology. So this is a character I didn't even know existed, by the way, but I absolutely adore her immediately. Like, to very quickly bring up another gacha game and then drop it entirely. Raven from Honkai Impact 3rd, who I also adore. Very similar vibes, but I might like this character better. Just saying. Ooh, she's really cool. And I did not know about her at all. Again, when the other pretty lady character that was fighting with Zani in that one trailer ages ago, and no one was talking about her on social media, and I was very upset about that I didn't know she existed until yesterday at the time of recording this, because I'm doing this in halves. I'm mad not enough people talked about this character that we're about to meet the name of. And I'm mad about it, because why were you hiding her from me? Why? Yeah, Galbrenna, I've not seen this name at all. Why are you people hiding the pretty ladies? Why? Why is the Wuthering Waves fandom gatekeeping the pretty ladies? You could have got me a lot sooner. I like her a lot, though. I do. I took a drink of water. My water bottle tastes like metal, but we're gonna move. And like the hands, earlier I talked about how I love a magical corruption visual trope, and she has a snake motif. It makes sense for the underworld, but I love a snake motif. I do. Oh, and I remember you. Okay, everyone was talking about this character because everyone was like, good luck to him because he's the last character before 3.x. So everyone's like, oh, no one's gonna pull for him. But I remember him because this is when I started doing gacha recap. And also while I was at work today, I decided I'm gonna bring back gacha recap. So stay tuned for that. But I remember him specifically because that was when I started doing gacha recap. And I was like, hey, I would pull for him. But if I had just pulled for Galbrenna, I probably would skip him. This character is very cool, though. I am forgetting his name, but I think he's canonically blind to a certain degree, which I think is very, like, there's so many interesting things you can do there. Also, the fact that shot was so, like, the contrast was, I guess it'd be very high contrast, so it was very dark. Also, just, like, it seems very thematic. Yeah, Choyuan. I think he's so cool. I do believe canonically he is partially blind, which something that I really enjoy seeing in fantasy media particularly is characters or representation for characters with some sort of disability, just because I think it helps in normalizing that, because disability is a lot more common and a lot more likely than any of us actually ever realize. So to have it represented well in any media, but particularly in this case scenario, it would be a video game, I think is a very important thing to have. Obviously, I don't know how well they did it because I'm just outside looking in here, but I do think that is very cool in the way of having that representation. Obviously, it's not cool that he's blind, but to show a character properly, have those things, and then be able to show that, hey, he's just like all the other characters. He's just like everyone else. I love that. So we can continue now. I just had to put that out there because I know a lot of people were also saying rip to this guy because no one's gonna pull for him. I would like to say I would have pulled for him, but I think if I had no pulls left, I would have gone for Galbrenna. I really would have. She's so much more dramatic, and I think that's what I like. Choyuan is very chill. Both of them are pretty chill, but I think Galbrenna is like, I support her rights and her wrongs. Oh, that's Scar. He's back.
And he sounds crazy. That's awesome. The caps, all caps line. That's awesome. The evil laugh. That's awesome. Oh, this is so, I am speechless. All the characters are we have like the two flagship characters up top here. They're a little bit bigger, but to have like literally all the characters in this art is so good. So especially for the last patch of that era, you know? So it's like all of the, I think it was Arena Sita, like I said, I don't remember fully. But that mixed with the Septimont characters is really cool. I'm also realizing we didn't really get too many Septimont characters. Yeah, it was Lupa, and then we have Augusta and Ayuno. Yeah, so there wasn't that many. There was enough, I think. You know, yeah, it's actually kind of even. It's actually kind of even. There's a couple more Arena Sita characters, but it's like pretty even, I would say. Yeah, okay. Kuro, if you ever want to go take a detour back to Septimont for a little bit, I wouldn't be mad about that. Yeah, that was 2.x. I really like this, actually. I can tell the 2.x storyline I'm probably really going to like, and I know that there was very mixed opinions on 1.x, but it does look like, at least my opinion, looking at it from an outside perspective, somebody who has not done it yet, I can tell I'm probably really going to like this, even if that's not the general consensus, if that makes sense. So we're going to move on to 3.x. I have 3.0 in this playlist, and then I opened up the other 3 that we'll have to watch separately. But I'm excited to see, because we're getting close to where I can actually look at what's in the patch, like watch the whole trailer and see what is actually in the patch and be like what we're going to actually get in game. So very excited about that. All right, a new era of Wuthering Waves we have now entered in our little recap here. 3.0, We Who See the Stars. And I did see the name of the place we end up the school we end up going to. It's Star Torch Academy. I saw it last night in a tweet and I was like, I should file that one away for later. I did. Here we are. It's later. But yeah, we're switching it up. We go to Star Torch Academy, and it's a lot more sci-fi heavy than the previous places we've been. I believe 3.0 actually might be a little bit of a filler transitional arc, because I believe 3.0 we got one other new character, or no, I think 3.0 might have been condensed and we only got Chisa. I do remember briefly covering her in the gacha recaps, and I really wanted to, this was another point of entry for me, possible point of entry for me getting back into Wuthering Waves, because I really liked Chisa and all of her marketing. I thought she was really, really cool. So we're gonna get into this one now, but I believe this is more of like a transitional period. We have the motorcycle mount, I believe is when this was added. Was the motorcycle mount a collaboration with Cyberpunk? I think the motorcycle mount was a collaboration with somebody, but I don't know if it was a Cyberpunk collaboration before the actual Cyberpunk collaboration or not. Because I remember being like a little bit confused by it, because I was like, huh. But like now it makes sense, because there is so much more sci-fi elements in this game than I actually remembered initially there being. And this trailer will not be in the video that we are now recording in full, because it is another music video. But I do think the music videos to start off a new era are very fun. So I will be clipping around this one. If you're curious about the full version, it'll be linked down below. But I don't remember anyone's name for this patch, or this like group of patches, but I remember I love everyone's design. I love these little, like, I love this character particularly. This character is very much my style, which I love. Also, the singer for this particular video sounds very familiar. Hold on, do they have credits on these? Because I'm like, this is gonna bother me. Yeah, it's Will Stetson. All right, that answers my question, thank you. I was like, this sounds really familiar. Yeah, curiosities can now be put to sleep. Thank you. I needed that. That was gonna bother me this whole video. And then I was gonna go to edit this and it was gonna bother me again. So we'll figure it out together. Oh, she's so cool. So she was a 3.0 character, which means I'm gonna have to wait for a rerun, and it'll be so worth it. I'm definitely pulling on her rerun. I don't care how many pulls I have to spend. I love her so much. Like, she is the type of character that I want to pull and then just run around the entire game with her specifically, because she's so cool and she's so my vibe. I love her. She's so fun. I believe she's also one of the artist characters. Maybe she wasn't a 3.0. I'm pretty sure her name, this character, is Mornyi, if I remember correctly. I wanted her to like, this is also such an aside, but when we were doing gacha recap, I wanted her to like sit on her little like chair more, if that makes sense. Or like float more, I guess. I didn't know her legs worked, essentially. Like the glass legs. I do love the glass leg though, because Bambanada PGR also, like, that's my daughter, you know? Those might have been the 2 new characters. I want to figure out their names, so we're gonna have to look back. Do they not have the names? They don't have the names, but
I know this is Mornia. I know that this guy's name is like Luke or something. He's back there. He's here. This Amonth, is that your name with the pink hair? Because I know this is another one of those characters that everyone like freaked out over. I cannot remember your name. I apologize because I love you and adore you so much, but I cannot remember your name. And because this is like a whole new version, they don't have the names in there. So you know what? We're gonna have to figure that out together later. Okie dokie, we now are out of the playlist. We have 3.1 for You Who Walk in Snow. This one came out in February of this year. So we're currently officially in the current year for Wuthering Waves releases. And yeah, this was a winter patch, so that makes total sense as well. And it is 10 minutes long, so we're gonna get into this one. We're not watching all of this one. We're watching just the trailer for this one.
Nothing truly matters.
Ooh. That was a bit of a rough switch, but this is Pink Hair Girl.
But you have to.
Oh, I didn't know. Whoa, I forgot the Rovers got new outfits for this patch, because that's the like little school outfit for female Rover. I forget because male Rover was there for like 2 seconds, but we didn't get to see the full outfit. Yeah, you can see he has like the blazer on. That's really cool. Listen, I know that they're technically at like a college, so the fact of having like a uniform doesn't really make sense, but it's a video game. You can have a uniform. It doesn't have to make sense. That's one thing that's like there for the vibes and aesthetics. You know. She's so cool though. Oh, you have to believe what you're doing has meaning? Wait. Oh, I'm so interested. I'm so interested.
That's why.
There's the snow. Wow, it looks really cool. I like that. So this is like the first like snowy area we've gotten.
All of this was a lush green forest.
All it was a forest.
Triggered a magnetic pole shift.
It triggered a magnet. What triggered the pole shift? How did they say it? Hold on.
Shift. From then on,
Lahairoi. Okay, thank you.
but times have changed.
Because that's how I thought it was pronounced, but I like didn't. It's like when you pronounce something, but you're also like, that doesn't sound right. No, it's right. Because I know it's Star Torch Academy in Lahairoi. I've learned my words. Thank you. Star Torch Academy.
The Exostrator to explore space.
So did Star Torch mess something up with the poles, and now it's like perpetual winter? Because that's kind of messy.
I'd rather be the one
But also
who looks up at
it
the
like
stars.
asks the question of how far is too far, I guess. In like scientific research, at what point do we say like, hey, maybe we don't need to know that. Maybe we don't need to know everything. I'm sorry. We went from like so much drama, like we're stuck in a perpetual winter, to showtime. Oh, I you know, sometimes we need just to be in a silly, goofy mood. Now, who is? Okay, that's an opponent. I was like, who is this mech? So, this character I thought was released later on, but I guess Ameth? I'm not gonna know how to say her name ever. That is for sure. Oh, she's the mech. Oh, okay. That was not expected. The transition between like the mech and her original character model is also so seamless. And is this guy? Is the professor?
Shame. One misstep.
Ooh.
Imbalance ends here.
I like his voice a lot. I do. It's the legally obligated male character of the patch, and he's really cool. Male character of the cycle, Luke Herson. He has a first and last name, and a snake. There's a snake on his shirt, and it's in like the medical symbol. Okay, so is he like a health professor or something? He's a healer. Ooh. The like rover switching. I love the rover switches. I do. Oh, his eyes are red. Wait, is the professor? Is Luke bad? Is he like kind of evil? I wouldn't be mad about it, but just a question. Oh, the little stars in her eyes. I know I'm gonna cry with Ameth's arc. I know I am, because like you can already tell she has such a tragic like backstory bit. Oh, I'm gonna cry. It'll be worth it though. It'll be so worth it. Yeah, the rover outfit for 3.x is so cute. Okay, 3.2, we're almost entirely caught up. Resolution to illuminate the shadows. So it seems like the through line and version names for this one might be like a natural element, because 3.0 mentions stars, 3.1 is snow. And then 3.2 is shadows. What's 3.3? Is it here? Yeah, okay. Rebirths from the end of galaxies. So I guess galaxies would be it. Snow is such an outlier though, because everything, it's like a solar reference, which would make a lot more sense for Star Torch. But we have the outlier of snow. So I guess it's just like a natural element. Okay, what is the description on this one? Youth, a fascinating concept, so full of ideals and passion, but also anxiety and sorrow. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier about how high school sucks. You just gotta suck it up. You just gotta stick it out. I want to find the answer myself. I'm very interested in this one. Okay. Resolution to illuminate the shadows. Let's see more. What do you got for me, Kuro? Ooh, it's a little creepy music. Okay, I love a creepy music. I do. Oh, with the strings. When the strings hit.
Believe in yourself.
Oh, okay, this is a little creepy. I like it a lot. I kind of hope they went full, like, not like full horror, but like something horror adjacent would be really cool to see from Wuthering Waves. Just because I know Kuro can do it. I've seen it in PGR. I know they can do it. Oh, okay, this is total switch up. Wait, the Psychological Threshold Alternative Therapy Society. Okay, so they are doing like a psych horror bit. Okay. All right. Oh, it's all the clubs. It's the clubs for Star Torch. Okay.
Ideals and passion.
That's where the line comes in. Yeah. Is this where Chisa comes in? I forget when she was pullable. Cause she just like isn't. Was there there was a 2.8 trailer I missed, wasn't there? I missed a 2.8 trailer. That sounds about right. Chisa was 2.8 and it was a condensed patch. She's a cutie though. I forget her name, but she's a cutie. We'll like have to go back and find the Chisa trailer. Sagrika? Yeah, she's so cute. I love little elf girl. Again, another character that my hair would be slightly off, but I could do a mean closet cosplay, I think. Ooh. Because that's a different pink-haired character. There's a rabbit. Oh wait, is this like an Alice in Wonderland bit? Is it like psych horror Alice in Wonderland? Oh. That's fun. Because here's my opinion on, I've always said Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite fairy tales, but recently I've been going back and like rereading a bunch of stuff, and I've been listening to the audiobook, or had been listening to the audiobook for Alice in Wonderland, but had to stop because I kind of got, but I do love when Alice in Wonderland themes are put into anything else, apparently. Also, I think I'm just not a child anymore, so trying to reread a fairy tale as an adult is kind of like, oh, I'm kind of bored. But I do love when it's done anywhere else. So if we're getting Alice in Wonderland retelling in Wuthering Waves, I wouldn't be mad.
The recent disturbances.
There's like characters here that I've never seen in my life as well. Okay.
I want to find the answer myself.
She's so cute. So was there only one character in this patch? It was just Sagrika. Okay. Interesting. Because I feel like up until now, because there was the condensed patch with Chisa, but they did another single character patch. I'm curious what the reasoning was. Was 3.2 also condensed? I'm not entirely sure. It seems like it might have been because this was 2 months old, uploaded in March. And then I think the 3.3 trailer, hold on. 3.3 hit in April. So it looks like that we might have had that condensed patch. Yeah, it looks like it might have been condensed and that's why there was only the one character. And it probably was condensed how it was because they wanted to do the anniversary patch. But we have made it to 3.3. I got distracted by the Resonator showcase for one of the characters I had never seen before in 3.2, Hayuki. We learned something today, friends. But I want to very quickly go back before we get to 3.3. I want to very quickly go back and find the Chisa video. Even though I have watched that one before, I do want to include it just because I missed that one's missing from the playlist as well, and I just didn't. I don't know. I was like, we'll figure it out if something's missing. We figured it out. Chisa was missing. All right, let's look for it. I think I have watched this one on Twitter. So it's not going to show up as watched here. There it is, 2.8. Yep, we missed 2.8. So, Namipon. I forgot about Namipon. All right, where is 2.8 official trailer to the city set in amber? That's why I was like 2.7 should be like the wrap up. Nope, 2.8 was the wrap up. That's why I was off in my figuring out of that earlier on. Okay, 2.8. All right, to the city set in amber. Let us take a little detour and find out about that city. So this was the, like, connector from 2.x to 3.x. Which, if I remember correctly, this gets very dark. Especially because the people, like, aren't real. Honami, yes, this was the, like, connection. We were in Honami briefly for, like, this one patch. And this was another condensed patch. But Chisa's really cool. I believe Chisa's actually on a rerun right now at the time of this video going up.
I need to know where we
Don't quote me on that though, because I'm not sure. We need to do the patch video. Because yes, there will be a 3.4. Is it 3.4? 3. There will be a patch video. I think it's 3.3. Namipon! The Namipons are really cute. I really like the Namipons, but I know they're also kind of really dark.
But by the time I woke up, the city was already like this.
I know the Namipons are kind of like really dark as well.
Severed this deadlock.
Oh, but she's so cool. I know I had something to say about her earlier on, back when she first released, and I don't remember any of it. I'm just like, wow, she's so cool. I don't remember what the public reaction to her was. I think people really liked her, but other people thought she was kind of plain. I think she's really cool. My one thing was I was very confused how it made sense, the connection and all like the modern elements in Wuthering Waves. But I compared it to some other gacha games out there that exist that also did like this modern shift, and it didn't make sense there, but it made sense in Wuthering Waves. And now that I've like learned a little bit more about like the background of the game and that, hey, there actually is more sci-fi elements than they initially marketed it with. There's more sci-fi than you think. It makes a lot more sense. Anyways. It also makes... I feel like it would have made sense to do Star Torch then Honami, but hey, here we are. Maybe we're gonna go back to Honami. Maybe that's the other half of 3.x, you know? Because we only were there for this one pet. Booling. Yep. I think her name is Booling. I think that's she says her own name. But I remember there was another character in that patch. I think she might be a 4-star though. But I do remember there was another character. I think Chisa's banner was just the only, you know, like I think because, yeah, Booling.
Thunder commands. Hell.
I don't know enough about her. I just remember she did exist. Or does exist. Why they gotta show her wipeout? City trapped in amber. Oh, okay, because the people, it's like Groundhog Day. All right, okay, yep, that makes sense now.
Maybe she brought me here because she knew that's where you are.
Oh, Namipon! I love the Namipons. Because there was like a tower too. Cut away and do it because she has scissors. Yeah. Yeah, so Chisa's the only character on the art. So it was Chisa, and then I believe Booling is a 4-star. Yeah, 4-star. So yeah. Looking at the splash art, I'm not crazy about Booling's design. It just feels like unfinished, if that makes sense. But hey, she's a 4-star. It's fine. All right, we can now go back to where we were. 3.3, we are going to watch the whole 12-minute video. We're going to watch the whole 12-minute video. It's been almost another hour. By the time we're done with this, it'll be another hour. So hopefully this video edits down well and is not a 2-hour long video. If not, this might be a part 2 when I had to come in and add intros and outros, which, you know what? I've been editing a lot of Punishing Graven videos lately, and it's been a lot of, okay, this video is so long I have to cut it in half and I have to add in a new outro for one and a new intro for the other. So to do that with Wuthering Waves, my first video back, to have to split it and then add new intros and outros for things, just it feels right for a Kuro game. It does. But we have reverbs from the end of Galaxies, going back to 3.3s. Or 3.3. This is the anniversary. This is the patch we are currently in. There will be a patch video, but we're going to watch the trailer here, and then we'll take a look at more specific things like the collaboration stuff and the character resonator videos. We'll do all of those in the actual patch video, so stay tuned. Do I know when that's going up? No, but hopefully in a timely manner, because if it's not in a timely manner, that doesn't make sense now, does it? And also I do want to log in for this patch because I want the collaboration character. I love the cyberpunk anime, I do. Also, they changed their logo. The Kuro logo introduction bit, they changed it. I don't know if I like this one. It's a little plain. I think I like the old one better. I think it's just because I'm used to it, though. I'll be fine.
Enter the gate.
Enter the gate?
Are you ready?
Okay, this is the other pink-haired... Oh.
Go inside.
Listen, I know everyone kind of went crazy for Ameth, but I think I might like this other new pink-haired girly better. Also because she has my old hair colors. She has the pink hair with the blue hair underneath. My model had that for a brief point in time, but I felt like I could not pull it off on my model. So I went back to the purple underside. And now I keep seeing characters with the aqua blue underside. And I'm like, oh, they did it really well. Should I change my model again? So if I go back to the blue underside of the hair, y'all know why. Spoiler alert, y'all know why. Because I keep seeing characters that do it well, like this character. I really like her though. I like her design a lot. This is another character that I want to pull for her specifically so I can run around the game with this character for the rest of eternity, because I like to run around gacha games with characters that look like my models or whichever pathetic little squishy little guy I currently am obsessed with at the moment. So, reverbs from the end of galaxies. Underneath Lahairoi. Okay. Interesting. So we already kind of are having that switch from being in one space very, like, what would be the word? Very, like, concretely we're in one space and kind of, like, making that switch over to somewhere else already for the second half of 3.x. We were very much in Star Torch for a couple of patches, and now we're going underneath Lahairoi. We're seeing the outskirts of Lahairoi, so it's kind of switching that up already.
Void matter reactivity is spiking.
Which I do appreciate, because this would be the time to do that.
All of Solaris will be at risk.
Did they say... How did they pronounce that?
Breaks the seal.
Did they say Aleph?
Void matter reactivity is spiking. If Fernodian Aleph 1 breaks
it is Aleph, okay.
All of Solaris will be at risk.
Aleph, reverse 1999, you'll always be famous. I love... Well, obviously I don't love the design. The world here is looking very dystopian, but it fits for... Because we went very sci-fi to have the very dystopian looking outskirts of Lahairoi, and we're kind of working to fix that a little bit. I like that. So this is Hayuki. She was the first half of this patch, which is fine because I like Hayuki's design, but it's not my favorite design in the game. So I'm pretty sure this is the first half character that I missed. And I think Demia is the second half character, and I think that might be the girl with the pink hair. So I think we're in the clear there, because I probably would have skipped Hayuki's banner. I do love that her outfit changes colors. It goes from the red and the white to the purple and the white. I got cut off, but it goes from purple to white in her ultimate form, and then it goes back to the right away. Yes, I got cut off by ads. So I think her character design, everything, I think she's cool, but she's not my favorite character design in the entire game, so that's fine. I don't feel like I missed out on her banner, if that makes sense. So, cool. Because I know the next character I'm pretty... Yes, her, who I love. I didn't even notice she has these like snowy little armbands. That's so fun. She is definitely an ice character as well, and I love that. I love an ice character. I do. Because there's water here, so I'm assuming she's ice. But I also love a water character, so... She has a second form as well. Denia. Okay, thought it was Demia. It's Denia. Her second form is so that's like the through line for this patch is both pullable characters have like two forms. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. It's like we have normal Denia and then like evil Denia. I love her. Is that okay? So Ameth is here as well, so we have two pink-haired girls. Not opposed to that as a fellow pink-haired girl, but...
I'll bring you back humanity's hope.
Oh, wait, who's self-sacrificing? Who said I'll bring you back humanity's hope? Who's the sacrifice? We're not doing self-sacrifice. Ooh, it is really cool. Ooh, okay, yeah, Ameth is here back here. Yeah, okay. This patch looks fun, and this is the patch we get to come back to, so it's gonna be really fun. We have Hayuki, who is a 5-star ice character. I almost said snow for some reason because the icon's a snowflake. Glacio, yep, Glacio, sword user. Future's Tithe is her. Future's Tithe is the name of her forte then. So Denia is a 5-star fusion character. Forte Bubbles of Nihility. Rectifier. Oh, she uses Rectifier as well, which is kind of like the magic catalyst range damage one, which means I'm gonna like her kit a lot, which is good. I like a Rectifier, I do. Bubbles of Nihility is also such a fun forte name. But also it's like Bubbles is so... Bubbles of Nihility. It's like almost seems oxymoronic, which I think is really cool. So then Hayuki's weapon is going to be Frostburn sword. And oh my gosh, Denia's weapon is Forged Dwarf Star. Listen, I don't pull for weapons in any games very frequently. I'd rather have the characters and then use a free-to-play weapon. This is one of those weapons where I'm like, oh, if Denia comes home early, I might have to pull for the weapon, because there's just so many elements of this. Like, we have Van Gogh's Starry Night up here, which Starry Night is one of my favorite paintings, so like I love that. The bear situation, like, this is so cool, and it's so me, you know? Like, I love this. I love this weapon so bad. New outfit for Mornier, Plush Dream, which is adorable. It's so cozy looking. This patch is so cozy. New main quest, Chapter 3 Segue, which is in the bell. So Segue makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, because this looks like it's the connection between... Okay, then there's also Chapter 3 Act 5 Starlights from yesterday. So there's the segue, and then there is the actual Act 5. Okay. They really go fast in the story. Oh, Chapter 3 segue Beneath a Melting Night Sky as well. Okay, so there's a lot of story updates. Interesting. Dimmer Plains is the new area, which is kind of like this outskirts messed up area, which I think is so cool. I love a creepy little vibe. I do. Like the sea of flowers here, like the flowers are like breathing. That's so cool. This is giving Punishing Grave. And this like pod here, yeah, I love it. I do love it. Really leans into my theory of I think they're connected somehow. New Echo is the Voidwing Moth, which I really like. I like the Voidwing Moth. We have new Sonata sets, Reel of Spliced Memories, and Wishes of Quiet Snowfall. So yay, farming. There's a new feature, Aerial Mode and Aerial Tactics module. So that probably has to do with the flying, obviously, because you can now fly on your motorcycles. Which, you know what, as somebody who prefers mounts in my games, yeah, I'm probably going to enjoy it. Aerial tracks for Expedition Motorbike. All right, that makes things a lot easier navigation-wise, especially me, who is extremely directionally challenged in video games, but I love big open world story games, so it becomes a problem. This I might struggle with, though, because I do struggle with aerial navigation sometimes, but we'll see. We'll find out. Whoa, that's cool. That was cool. It flipped. Okay, I got cut off, but it flipped, and that was really cool. New gameplay, Into the Land of Paradox, is a new permanent event. So this looks like a new endgame mode that is relevant to Lahairoi, specifically these outskirts of Lahairoi. It just looks like puzzles, though, like overworld puzzles. New motorbike livery? That's how you say that word? Okay. Avatar is Chulu. We have Void Matter blocks. So we now have a Tetris minigame mode in Wuthering Waves as well. I say that because there's a version of this in Punishing Grave, and this is very much more Tetris than the other one. Light Builder. So we have a puzzle event, it looks like, with lights. Like, it's a light puzzle, and you have to like turn it. I'm gonna crash out on that at least once. Lumiscribe component and Lumiscribe emitter. So this is also gameplay. Again, with the overworld puzzles for the new area is what it seems like it is here. Just another one of those, which, great. I do love an overworld puzzle. I do. Especially because when I play an open world game like this, I like to run off of JRPG rules, is what I call it, where you interact with everything. So this will be fun. New exploration quest, A Perfect Day for Flying. So that must be... They have Sagrika there, but she's not in this patch, I don't think. New Phantom Echo Reminiscence chronically. All right, we have another new quest, Broken Dimmer Heart, which is most likely related to the new area because it's in the name. Then there's accessories. Little outfit accessories. These are so cute. There's so many little crowns though. We have collab. Oh yeah, a bunch of collabs, I remember. So this is for the 2nd anniversary. There's Gift of Grand Celebration, which I don't know what that collab is. I'm like trying to pinpoint it. Star Bouncing, Lolo Express, and QB Derby. Are they gonna show all the, yeah, okay. Nope, they're not showing the collaborations. Okay, so there's an anniversary sigil, irreplaceable memories that we can grab. Then there is the motorbike design, Flowers for You, which I actually really like this. This is really nice. It has a lot going on. It's very much a particular style, but it reminds me of like the anime cars that I'm forgetting the name of, like what you can do the deco cars at anime conventions. It reminds me of that, and I love those. What's the new Snow Fluff? Look at the new accessory is Snow Fluff Seal. That's so cutie. And then, okay, so Star Bouncing is one of the anniversary events. I don't know what the collabs are. This is the anniversary event particularly here. It's actually really fun looking because it has the little, like, their own version of the PGR chibis, which I really like. Oh my god, it's pinball. It's pinball with the scrunklies. They're gonna hurt themselves. Okay, so that's, you get the new thing. Okay, everything feels so out of order. We have the Reactor Husk, Phantom Echo, and then there's QB Derby with the little zoom zooms. This looks like it is like a party game, like a multiplayer party game. Lolo Express then is the anniversary commission event. Then Gifts of Grand Celebration is the login event. So none of these are technically collaboration events because there is collaboration stuff. There's the new avatar, Tide Song Once More. That is the anniversary avatar with the little two. And then Into the Memory program is also an event. This might be that one might be the Cyberpunk one. I don't know. This is all gonna have to be in the patch video. Another event, points exchange for Bountiful Waves, which is related to Denia. Still Mind is a new accessory. It's like a cherry blossom branch, and they have it with Hayuki, which it makes total sense. Very pretty. And also we have Denia's doll. It's a little keychain, which is so adorable. Oh my gosh. There's the accessory for the motorbike, Hayuki Cube. There's so many customization options also that did not exist the last time I played Wuthering Waves. I don't know if that's like good or bad, you know, because it's like, well, those are definitely microtransactions, but like I'm gonna have to go in game and see how much they cost, you know. That's gonna make my final decision on those. But there is a new motorbike livery for Hayuki with her on it. Again, it looks like the anime deco cards, which I think is so cool. But like extra, like this is really cool. The two different colors, that makes total sense. I really like it. I got cut off again, but I like the customization options. Okay, sue me. New merch, new Waves line cosmetics, golden coffee ring. Oh, it's chat background. It's chat background. Okay, it's like, what? Oh, and the little Namipon chat bubble is cute. I like the Namipon chat bubbles, I do, but I'm a Namipon enjoyer. Top up bonus reset with 3.3 because it is the anniversary. We have another event, the exploration event for Dimir, which makes sense. It's a new area. Exploration event. Yes. There's a photo collection event also for Dimir. Is it Dimir or Dimir? I can't really figure it out yet. Chromatic Fantasy, another event that has something to do with Namipon. I'm not opposed to that. I like Namipon. Got a big skill tree for this event. I'm not even mad at that. I love a skill tree. So it is a combat event, but with a skill tree. Then Aced Combat Mastery Test is another combat event. All right. I'm just like floored by how many events that Wuthering Waves has in one version. Maybe it's because this is just the anniversary, but I am kind of floored by how many events are in the anniversary patch, because like every other game I play does not have this many events going on. Like this is a lot of content. Okay, so this was one of the collaborations. I believe there's quite a few collaborations specifically related to the motorbike in this patch. The first one being for the anime Kaiju number 8, which I have seen some of. So there's 2 liveries, one that is just labeled Kaiju number 8 and then one for Soshiro Hoshina. So yeah, there's the Angry Birds one. Forgot about that. Yep, there is an Angry Birds livery. Yep, okay, there's then the Resident Evil one. I will say, I think that of all of these, the Kaiju number 8 ones are the most impressive, but maybe they're at different price points. There's so many. There's also a Pragmata one, which is insane. We're not gonna talk about Pragmata right now. We're not getting into that. We don't have time for all that. Riders Republic, did they do a collaboration with, oh my god, who does Pragmata? Is it Sony? I don't think it's Sony. I should know. Capcom. Did they do just a major collaboration with Capcom? Because that's really smart, if so. Very smart, if true, to just like do all their IPs. Oh, Haikyuu. They have one for Hinata and Kageyama. I love it. This one, you might get me. Haikyuu is one of my comfort animes. Yeah, like these are so basic, these motorbike designs, but you might get me with these ones. Kuro, you might have got me with the Haikyuu. You might have. Both of them. Sign me up for both of them. Okay, we move on to another event. Beyond the Waves, Roya Frostlands. This is another exploration event. So yeah, then there's the new permanent challenge, Tactical Hologram. Oh my gosh. Okay, login event, 7-day login event. Hell yeah. All right, back to Solaris web event for the Welcome Home Cheater event. I might be able to do that one, but I think it's you welcome people back. So I'm not saying that if you are a more up-to-date Wuthering Waves player, don't link it in the comments, because then your comment will probably not show up. But if there's like a code for that and you want to share it in the comment, I'm not saying I might pick one,
and just put it in my game because I am returning, and somebody should get the. I'm not saying I'm not saying to put it in the comments, but like if you wanted to leave a comment and put that in there with it, don't link it though, because I'm pretty sure I have links turned off for comments, and then that's just gonna make everything harder for all of us. Anyways, if you want to send me a link, do it through Twitter, as long as you're not gonna get banned on there for sending links, because you might. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. Twitter scares me. Anyways. Refined handling of bounce jump on the bike, apparently, which, you know, I love that they're tuning that still because I do plan on using the mount pretty heavy. They enhanced Expedition Motorbike's lighting effects, which I feel like if you're going to do that many motorbike collaborations, you gotta fine tune it a little bit. Because there's going to be a lot of people using that motorbike, and if it like just works a little bit better, people are going to be like, oh, I didn't remember that this worked this well. This is nice. Maybe I'll buy another skin. Like, it makes sense. There's so much in this patch, though. It's wild. Which, yes, it is an anniversary. Oh, cinematic mode and the bike? Okay, that's fun. That's going to be fun for me in particular if we're like doing a long distance. Added convene animations for some weapons. Okay, that's really cool, actually. I didn't know that there was convene animations for, so it's the new weapons, obviously. Oh, that animation for Denia's is so cutie. Add a new way to view and switch resonance mode within some game interfaces. All right, we love quality of life updates. We do. Quality of life updates are so fun. Especially at an anniversary, it just hits different. Refined visuals on some pages as well. All right, love to see it. Again, an anniversary is a great time to do little quality of life tweaks. Any time is a good time to do quality of life tweaks, but it, like I said, it hits different at an anniversary because it just like feels new and clean, and it's like, okay, this is the foot we're stepping off on for the new year of the game. Introduced self-developed mobile frame generation available for some mobile devices. I don't know what that means. So there's a before and after. I want to see the difference here. I really can't tell, but I'm okay. Added the DLA graphics option on PC, enabled for better display quality. I probably won't turn it on, but maybe I will. Who knows? Probably not, because I learned like the DLSS, DLAA stuff is just like related to more like frame generation stuff, and that's also like the NVIDIA AI stuff is like part of that. But like, you know, refined visual details of environmental interactions. Great. Again, love to see it. New optimization. This is what I'm curious about because this game is very large. Optimized resource download options and resource cleanup on mobile. What about on PC? Am I gonna have to like download a mobile emulator just so I can get the resource cleanup? I hope not. I don't want to deal with an emulator. I'm assuming they're gonna add that to PC if it's not already a part of PC gameplay, because obviously this is we haven't looked at any of the other quality of life updates across the entire game. We spent 2 hours watching trailers, and then I put in the anniversary update stuff because this is the patch we're actually going to start playing again, and oh my god, there's so much content. Wild. This is gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Again, I don't know if this is gonna have to be 2 videos or 1. We'll see later on. I just want to find my money shot so we can end the video. Yeah, reverbs from the end of Galaxies. Yeah, happy 2nd anniversary Wuthering Waves. I'm very happy to be back. I am. Especially because I've been like wanting an excuse to come back, and this is like a perfect excuse. It really is. They didn't really talk a ton about because I know there's some sort of cyberpunk collaboration within this patch. They don't really talk about it a ton in this video, but there is another like collaboration trailer that we will watch in the actual patch video that will be coming soon for this patch. It's probably going to be a little late considering I should have probably recorded the patch video like yesterday, and I'm just now doing the big reaction recap. So it might be a little bit late, but I still want to do a patch video because I want to start off on the right foot getting back into Wuthering Waves, and the best way to do that is with a patch video, as well as one of these reaction recap content catch-up situations. It's also a very good way to get back into a game. But this was step 1. Step 2 is patch video. We move. That is going to be it for today, though. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone hatter is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. I hope all Denia wanters are Denia havers, because it's her banner at this point. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!